God will test you in 3 ways. He gives you what you want immediately and tests your gratitude. He doesn't give you what you want and tests your faith. He delays what you want and tests your patience. The test may feel heavy, but it is proof that God is preparing you for something greater. Hello, my friends. Welcome back. Grab your gloves because we're about to pour some magic. My name is Tammy, and I'm so glad you joined the cast with me today. Today is Coasting Through the Week Coaster Wednesday. If you're not familiar with that, it's a collaboration between myself and several other artists. You'll see them go by as I explain a little bit more. We like to get together on Wednesdays and make things in coaster molds. If you have a YouTube channel and you love making things in coaster molds, why don't you join us, my friend? Would love to have you. You can create anything you'd like as long as it's in a coaster mold. You can title your video any way that you'd like, just as long as you put the video out on Wednesday. You can send your title link to anyone that's in the, well, I say that, but you need to send your title to one of the creators of the collaboration. That's going to be Mary from Resin Me Up, Laura from Laura's Design Studio. She just changed her name. It's Bemos. I'll put it up here. I'm not familiar with it right now. She just changed it. Tim from Base Resonator, Marva from Marvelous Artsy, or myself. If you'll reach out to one of us, we'll make sure your link gets in there, my friend. I'm going to be doing something very unique today. These are my coaster molds that I'm going to be using. And today I'm doing Epoxy Me That traveling coasters. Yes, my friend. I want my coasters to travel all around the world with my shop's UPC code on the back and my YouTube channel. The instructions on here will also be, I've laminated them. And it says, "You found me. This coaster is part of the Epoxy Me That Traveling Coaster Project. Take a photo of where you found it, share your location, rehide it, or keep it. Search YouTube Epoxy Me That channel. Post using hashtag Epoxy Me That Traveling Coasters. Your coaster will have a number on it, and I will be putting rare coasters out. If you find a rare coaster, you will win something. So make sure you post it on my community tab, and all the directions are on here if you find one. I'm going to be asking my winner every Friday to help me out to spread some of my coasters in your hometown. So the winner on Friday's video, on Fridays, we're doing a giveaway. I mentioned it in my last video. Every Friday, I'm doing a giveaway. The winner gets to choose any project I made within that week. You're also going to receive 3 coasters made on Wednesday from Coasting Through the Week. If you'll take those coasters and hide them around your hometown for me, I would really appreciate it. All right, let's get started. Didn't have all the supplies that I truly need. I had to rely on ChatGPT to help me out a little bit. So I had ChatGPT make me some little Texas inserts. And I'm just going to insert one of these tiny ones into each coaster to show that it came from Texas, my hometown. And every one of my coasters will have something Texas in it or Texas related. I'm ordering some more supplies. I'm trying to find some little Texas style coasters, but I haven't been lucky enough to find any of those. I may have to make some myself. But I thought that would be really cool to have a Texas coaster. So if you know where any's at, if you'll send me the link so I can pick me up some, I'd really appreciate it. I only looked on Amazon, so I haven't ventured out beyond Amazon looking for those. But I did order me some Texas themed things to go in some coasters for my upcoming Wednesday videos for Coasting Through the Week, since this is what I'm going to be doing for Coasting Through the Week. So I'm going to cut these out because I did run them through my laminator so they would sit in the epoxy resin and not get wet and bleed or anything. So these will go on the back of the coaster. And then I'm going to decorate the front. And there'll be a number in each coaster because I'm going to keep up with that because there'll be rare coasters out there. So your number has to be one of the rare ones in order to win something. So I hope you end up with one of my coasters in your hometown. That will be so cool for us to get together on my community page and see who all found a coaster that I made from Texas. That will be so awesome. Let me know in the comment section below if you think this is really cool. I'm super excited about it. I think it's going to be so much fun. But I'm going to need some help from you all. And that's if you receive a box from me, a giveaway box, and you have coasters in it, if you'll please just hide them in your hometown. That's truly going to help me out so much because I can't get to your hometown. But you can hide them in your hometown. Wouldn't that be fun? And if you don't have a way to hide them, that's okay. No big deal. You can just let me know, and I won't send them to you if you're one of the winners of my giveaway box. In this coaster, I'm going to do this little angel inlay. And this one, I want to make this one kind of like a shaker. And I made this cross plug. It's beautiful. I hope it turns out really pretty. And then this one, I trimmed my heart off a little bit over here. I kind of wanted that heart tucked in the coaster a little bit to kind of give a cute little effect. So that's how we're going to be doing these 3 coasters. I switched these up a little bit because I thought about this right here. It won't work making that as a shaker because that hole will be all the way through from the front and the back. And I still have to have room to place my 2 things on the back. This is the instructions and that's my QR code. And there's a Bible scripture on every one of the QR codes at the bottom. Each one of them has a different Bible scripture. So I was working them out and I'm just going to do them a little bit different. But I found these little cute plugs that are hearts. And I want to see if I can get that heart all the way through. In case you want to hang it, you'll have that little space as a heart to do that with. I thought that might be cute. I switched them around again. I put 2 little bitty hearts in this one. And then this one's just got the heart and then the angel. I'm sticking with this. Okay, we're going to go ahead and spritz some alcohol down into this coaster. And I'm going to pour just some regular resin in there. This is the Bond Crafter epoxy resin. It has a part A and a part B. And I mixed up 4 ounces because I don't know how much we're going to need. But I'm doing all 3 coasters different. Let's see here. I'm going to go ahead and do these 2 first. Yeah. So I'm going to spritz some alcohol in that one. I don't know why I spritzed that one. Let's go ahead and pour in here. And then I'm going to take this tool and push my inlay down. Make sure there's no bubbles underneath it. This one I'm going to use my Purple Spell. It's a Special Shimmer Effects powder pigment from Laura's Art Corner. It's by Laura's. With my Soft Mauve from Laura's Art Corner. And my Angel White, Laura's Art Corner, Laura's. I have these cups here. We're going to go ahead and mix some of those colors up in these cups. I'm just going to get a little bit on my stick. You don't need a lot. Just give this one a little bit of a stir. And I'm just going to clean my stick off completely because all we need is what's going to be on that stick. And then here's the Purple Spell. This is a mica. And now I'm going to stir them all up. I'm going to use my heat gun on this one and pop any surface bubbles. I'm going to go ahead and spritz some alcohol into the edges there. And then I'm going to lay down my colors first that I want to see. First. Because if you just pour it, then you won't have any control over what you get to see on the front. If you do it this way, you do. Okay, we're going to leave a little bit of room there to put our pieces in. We'll lay them on top there and put a little bit of clear resin as a top coat. I'm going to take my heat gun, just move it through there, pop any surface bubbles. And I'm going to spritz some alcohol. And then we're going to let that one cure. This resin's been through my Resiner's Airless Pro Bubble Remover Machine. So I'm going to spritz the mold with a little bit of alcohol. And we're going to go ahead and pour. I'm not filling the mold up though. I'm going to stop right there. It's more than halfway full, but not quite filled. Now I'm going to take a piping bag and get it ready. And we're going to use my new Ghost Red Mateo Interference Mica Powder in this extra resin we had left over from that. So I'm just going to put a hefty scoop in there. And get it stirred up. Whoops. Some of it went in this coaster. Oh no. Hopefully I got it all out. That's so pretty, look. And we're going to go ahead and put it down in this cup. And then I'm going to keep checking it. And when it gets to 37 or 39 degrees Fahrenheit, then we will go ahead and pipe it onto there. I'm going to check it with my little thing here. Okay, we're at 82. And I'll keep checking it to see when we can go ahead and pipe it. Alright, I will meet you back in a little while. See you later. It's time to go ahead and do this coaster right here. Yes, we are at 97. So I'm going to go ahead, snip this tip off. Get you down a little bit. And I'm going to try to go around these hearts as best I can. But I'm just going to make circles And I'm just going to go over those hearts. Just skip right over them. I'll clean off the top of them. All right, I'm going to stop right there. Then I'm going to take this little tool right here, and we're going to basically make a clock in there. I'm going to start right here in between these two. Hopefully that'll work. And we're going to drag this inward. And I'm staying right on the top of the resin, just dragging that color inward. Okay, that's about the best I can do with those hearts being there. Now we're going to push it out in between the petals we just made. Let's see, I'm going to start right here. Okay, hopefully that looks good. And we're going to let that cure up. Okay, we're back, and I went ahead and slid these in this coaster while the resin was still sticky, so they're in there. So that way I could just throw a dome over there, and it would seal those in the coaster. It's got the, if you find me instructions and all that good stuff in my little Texas State symbol there, little insert. And these will look better. This is just what I threw together on a whim. Because when I came up with this, it just come in my head like that. This isn't something I've been thinking about. It entered my head in one day, and I figured all the plans out and everything. So it's going to be a little bumpy ride when it starts off, but it'll smooth out as we inch into this. So these will look a little bit better after I plan them out. I just hurried up and started printing all kinds of stuff as it was coming in my, as the ideas were coming in my head. I was acting it out. So, yeah, it looks a little bit thrown together, which it is. So, I'm going to make it look a little bit better. These will be one instead of two. And, yeah, I'm just going to work it out a little bit better. I've got my T-Expert black epoxy pigment paste here. We're going to put some in this cup right here because I want to put a black dome on the back of this one so we can see how my new Matio chameleon powder looks. I just got that color in Happy Mail last week, I think, or a week before last. Okay, that's going to go in that one. And now we're going to put a little dome over this one. And I want to put a little bit of this Super Sparkle pink in here. Just a little bit to make it sparkle and dance around as you turn that coaster on the back. So I have clear resin right here. And that's what we're going to dome the back of that coaster with. I'm telling you, I'm just going to get a tiny, tiny, tiny bit on the end of that. Let's Stick it in there again. I'm just dipping the stick in there. And hitting the stick against the side of the cup to get it off. That's perfect. All right, I'm going to spritz some alcohol in this coaster here. And let's go ahead and drop this clear resin in there. I'm going to take my heat gun and run it through, pop any surface bubbles. I can't put a lot of heat because I don't want to mess up my little inserts. I think I moved this number 2 over here. What do you think? Put a little bit more on there. And you know what I'm afraid of? I'm afraid that resin's going to seep in the edges of my little inserts because of the way I had to cut them. I'm going to do them different next time so that won't happen. So hopefully it won't seep in there. It looks like it is a little bit. Right there. See it? I'm going to spritz some alcohol. Now we're putting just a light dome on here because I still need room to put the inserts. So I'm just doing a very light top coat. Spritz some alcohol and let that resin make its way around the coaster. I think we have plenty in there. Now we're going to move to our little angel coaster. And I put this resin in my Resiner's Airless Pro Bubble Remover Machine. And here's our resin. I just got it out of the bubble remover machine. So now we're going to spritz a little bit of alcohol in the coaster. And then we're going to go ahead and pour some of this resin in. And I'm going to leave a little bit of room for a top coat. Okay, that looks good. And I want to check and see how deep I got to go. That's perfect. Perfect. Now we're going to take some octopus inks from Laura's Art Corner. She's the only U.S. seller for octopus inks. So if you're in the U.S. and you would love to try these inks, you can check her shop out. I'll throw it down below where you can find it. And I also have a discount code for you that you can save some money while you're there. I will put it up here for you. All right, I've got Hot Pink, Lagoon, Sunlight, and Enoki. So I'm just going to drop a few drops down in here. I think these 3 colors are beautiful together. And I thought they would be very pretty with this angel. This Sunlight right here is one of my favorite inks from them. I don't have a favorite color, so yellow is not my favorite color. I'm a very colorful person. I love all colors. I don't think there's a color that I dislike. I love brown. I love black. I love white, orange, green, yellow, pink, purple, blue. I love all colors. I'm just not a person that has a favorite color. Now we're going to let that sit after we add the enoki for about 45 minutes. And then we're going to do some little wispy woos in it. After that cures, we'll add our insert. Well, we'll do our top coat with our inserts. And I'm thinking about a glitter back for this one. Make it real flashy. I haven't decided on exactly what I'm going to do, though. So, all right, we'll go ahead and add our enoki. On the white pigmented ones, there's a little ball in them that will get all of your good stuff off the bottom of the little container. Your inks don't have those little balls because the ink doesn't settle at the bottom of these like it does with this one. Okay, let's go ahead and add our drops in here of enoki. And I'm only going to do probably 2. And I want to stay away from the angel with this enoki. Oh, let's do 3. I'm going to do a real tiny one over here. Okay, I'm going to set a timer. And I will meet you back in 45 minutes. See you later. Okay, our timer went off. I've reset it back to what I had it on. Oh, that's not it. This one. I reset it back to what I had it on, but it went off. So let's go ahead and take our little tool right here. It has a big side and it has a little end. So I'm going to use this one. And we're just going to stay right on the top of the resin and just move those colors around beautifully. Just like so. All right, I'm going to get out of there. And now we have room to put another pour on here. Aren't those colors beautiful together? I think they are. Now we're going to have a few bubbles come up from us doing some wispy woos in there. There's something right there. I'm trying to pick it out. I don't know what it is. Something black. Oh, it looks like some crusties from one of the caps on the inks. I call them crusties, but it's the dried ink that gets in the cap. Okay, I don't see any bubbles. That's good. I love Bond Crafter resin. It's amazing. Absolutely amazing. Okay. We're going to let that cure up, and then I'll meet you back for the next step. See you later. I'm back, and I've mixed up some more resin. So now we're going to throw a top coat on the back of this and add a number and our little pieces here and a little Texas insert. On this one, I want to put a glitter in it, and I went back and forth with several. I think I'm going to try this. I hope it turns out beautiful. The Mira Mira by Lars Art Corner and Tea Expert Pure White Pigment Paste. I hope we're going to get some of the Mira Mira to peek through on the other side. So let's see how that works out. And then I'm going to put the pieces over that. But I think I might let it cure up a little. I don't know. We might need to go ahead and add it in there. Oh, that's not going to work. Trying to think of how I'm going to do this one. We might have to do 2 more in this one. Yep. So let's go ahead and add a little bit of the glitter and this, and then I'll let that cure up for about 2 hours, and then we'll drop in the inserts on top of that and put a little bit of clear resin over it. Hopefully I've got enough room in that coaster to do that. All right, I'm going to spritz a little bit of alcohol on this one, and I'm going to go ahead and place these in. I can't lift them up off the table. Thinking about trimming this one a little bit, but I'm scared if I do, then the resin will seep in through there. So look, it's already seeping in. The alcohol it's already got in between there. Look at that. Oh, geez. That's going to make it bleed. Well, there's nothing I can do. I can make another coaster if it ends up not working out. I'll make another coaster to go off with the shipment on Friday. But what I can do is take that one out and trade it with this one. And hopefully this one won't do it. I'm trying to line it up with these hearts. Okay, I'm going to put the number 3 in this one. And we'll put the Texas. Let's put the Texas symbol right here. Will it fit in between those? Yeah. There we go. Now I'll put the number 3 right down here. Here we go. Now I'm thinking about going around those edges with something and making it cute. But I don't know what yet. I'll have to think about that. But yeah, that alcohol seeped right in there because I cut these and shouldn't have. I should have trimmed them and left a little bit of the laminating paper on there. So it allowed that alcohol to get in there. It's not blurring the ink though. So hopefully it'll just dry. All right, I'm going to go ahead and pour the resin in there. I used my torch on that because I didn't want to spritz the alcohol and the resin move over my hearts. But that black is bleeding a little bit. But you can still read it really good. But I'm going to try to find something to go around the edges and make it look a little nicer. Okay, let's take this resin right here. And I might make some more coasters that look a little bit fancier than these, or a little bit better. You know, at least someone will be like, oh, I'd like to put that on my refrigerator, or I'd like to keep that, it's so beautiful. I do want them to come out like that. So I might make some more and send it in the box with the giveaway on Friday. Okay, I'm going to spritz a little bit of alcohol in this one. And then let's go ahead and put this on there. I don't want to add a lot because I want us to at least be able to do one more layer. And I'm going to move this one to the other table. And with the extra resin, I'm going to pour it in this little shaker. I'm just going to pour some of these little hearts out on this napkin here. And I'll probably end up hiding this one in my own hometown. This one looks terrible. Okay, I finished it. It looks better than it did, but it's still not something that I'm going to stick with for sure. Alright, I'm going to cover it back up, and then I'll meet you back when they're all ready to demold. See you later. I'm back, and it's time to demold these coasters. I have been super busy. I haven't had the chance to make any more inserts for these coasters. I'm going to try to work on it this weekend. I've been trying to get orders out. I shipped off 6 Ten Commandments inlays yesterday, and I have Linda and Deborah's to ship today. And I made some beautiful ones. This one right here is going to Linda or Deborah, and this one's going to Linda or Deborah. I think these are beautiful colors. They have pretty little sparkles in them. Look at the back. Isn't that beautiful? And then this one's just so very pretty. Oh, they're gorgeous. So these are going out to Linda and Deborah today. Thank you so much, my friends, for supporting my shop the way you all have been. That money goes right back into my channel, and it affords me gloves, paper towels, alcohol, things that I use so much of on a daily basis to keep the channel going. So thank you so very much. I really appreciate it. Okay, let's go ahead and get these out and see how they turned out. Don't forget to drop in the comment section below if you want to be in the giveaway. I'm going to make the list and post it on my community tab. So let me know if you want to be in that giveaway. You get to choose any of my makes this week. We'll walk through them here in a minute. Oh, that's so pretty. Look at that. Look at that glitter peeking through. This is beautiful. We'll get that inlay out in a minute. And this has got the heart. Those colors are pretty. Look. See how that's dancing around? Oh, that's gorgeous. And then we have this one. I messed up the center, but it's still pretty. And we're going to pop those hearts out. So that's the 3 today. I was really trying to rush through them. I'm kind of mad at myself for doing that. But I did work on some more. So I got these 2 going. And I'm going to throw a glitter back on. And then throw some inserts in there. Hopefully they'll be ready to go in the Friday giveaway box to whoever wins. And I'm going to choose the 3 best ones to send with that person. Alright, let's get these out. And then I have some little goodies over here we can demold together. Okay, let's get it out. I almost pulled it off in one piece. Lost that little piece down there on the end. And I'm just going to pick it up. It turned out pretty. Very pretty. I love it. Absolutely love it. Gorgeous. Just gorgeous. Let's go ahead and get this one out. I couldn't really tell where that one was at, so I hope I got it just right. Nope. I was going in the wrong direction. Oh no, I'm gonna have to fix that. I can't send that like that. I thought it was up more. Look what I did. Oh, I can fix it somehow. It turned out pretty though. I wish I wouldn't have done that. I'm so mad at myself. And I almost got it right there too. I couldn't see where it was at. Tammy Lynn. And that was going to be so pretty. It looks like a little geode. My. Yep, I'll have to fix that some kind of way. Next up is this one. Alright, I'm going to let that cool a little bit and then we'll pop them out. While that's cooling, let's demold some of these pieces. I made another turtle. Let's get his shell out. There's this little shell. And here he is. I'll put some kind of little fish scales or mermaid shell piece in there. I don't know if I like it too much. What do you think? So that's the little turtle, and his little shell goes on there like that. And then you fill him up. He's a little shaker. Then I made some more of these. This time I filled in the center there with black. Turned out really pretty. What would you do with these? They were originally earrings, and I took my stones and blinged them out around the edges and made a mold. So I changed them up a little bit. This isn't how they came. I think they're pretty. Let me know what would you do with them. Then I made some more bees. Aren't those cute? So cute. I got a little cleanup to do. Precious, precious little bees. You could do all kinds of things with these. I have a friend at church that loves bees. Her daughter is a beekeeper. And I think I'm going to make her some, I don't think she would wear them as earrings. Although she might. I made some more of these. I got a little bubble right there. My little flowers. I made these from clay bits. They say you can't mold clay. You most certainly can. Although I would test a small piece before I did a bigger piece. I got holes in every one of these bubbles. This one come out perfect. But if you're going to mold something clay, I would test a little piece of it to make sure it's going to work out. And I got some more right here, but I'm not quite finished with this one. I got a little bit left to fill in, so we'll do this one in another video. And I need to finish that one on the end. Oh, and I made another one of these. I love this right here. Oops. I think this piece is so beautiful. What do you think? I'm going to make a necklace and earring sets out of this. So pretty. And that's just a little thing I like to embellish with. I like to make a bunch of them and stick them in a jar. And that way when I need them, I just pull the color out. I do them in all different colors. Alright, let's get these popped out. And there it is. Super cute. Super, super cute. So you could hang this one from somewhere. Yeah, I'm going to make all of them so different. You'll be able to do so many different things with them. Some of them might have magnets in them where you can put them on your refrigerator. You can rehide them if you would like. You don't have to keep them. You can keep hiding them. So, yeah. Only thing with continuing to hide them is if someone finds a rare one and they collect the prize on it, that one will be closed out. That one will be retired. I was going to do gold, but I think I'm going to do silver. Let's outline that heart and then go down that little area that I messed up with the pen to make it look like a real geode. Or the best we can. And this is the Let's Resin Chrome markers. These are nice, really nice markers. Just gonna go right through there. I think that's beautiful. Don't you just love it when a mistake happens and then when you fix it, it turns out better than before? I love those kind of mistakes because I think this really topped this coaster off. What do you think? Now this right here was Monday's make. So this will be one of the choices that you can pick from. this week in the giveaway. And of course, the winner will get 3 coasters to hide in their hometown. I don't know which 3 it'll be. I'm making some more. So I'll pack you up with 3. So if you'll hide those in your hometown, I will be truly grateful. I think it'd be so much fun to see where the coasters land and who finds them. And you'll have to wait and see what Friday's make will be. That will also be included as one of the makes you can pick out of for the giveaway. And I'd love to hear your idea on Epoxy Me That's traveling coasters. If you have any ideas, share them with me so we can make this even better. It will run smoothly and be fantastic. I think it's going to be so much fun. So let me know what you think in the comment section below. And if you have any ideas that can make it even better, share it below. Don't be shy. I'm going to work on some more inserts. Right now on the back, it says, "You found me. This coaster is part of the Epoxy Me That Traveling Coaster project. Take a photo of where you found it. Share your location. Hide it or keep it. Search on YouTube, Epoxy Me That. Post using the hashtag Epoxy Me That Traveling Coasters." And then over here has a Bible scripture. This one says, "Be strong and courageous, for the Lord your God be with you wherever you go." Joshua 1:9. And you can just scan the QR code right there, and it'll take you straight to my shop. And also, they have numbers on them. This is number 3. And there will be rare coasters. So there will also be prizes included. Also, don't forget, my friends, to go look in my description box and you'll find a playlist in there. If you'll click play on that playlist, it'll open up everyone else's video and you can see how they are coasting through the week in a coaster mold. And it's about that time, my friends, for a sweet goodbye. And I will see you in the next video. God bless you. Goodbye, my friends.